Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a quick reading on YouTube. So if you would like to tune your energy into this reading in a stronger way, I recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. I felt a little bit breathless there for a second. And what I got from that is there may be someone that you are leaving breathless. This is almost like you taking someone's breath away romantically, or I'm feeling like someone's breath kind of catching in their throat when they look at you because they think that you are either so beautiful or so attractive. There's something about you that they seem to be extremely drawn to. Now, what I'm getting is with woman holding a coin and the thinking woman, this seems to be someone who actually has someone connected to them romantically. So this is going to be a very specific reading. Only take this if it connects with your intuition, because I'm speaking to a very specific group here. But for this person, they seem to already have someone around them who is very controlling. I'm hearing something about a hawk, but this also can just represent like someone having the eyes of a hawk, or something like someone really controlling everything that someone says or does. Or I'm seeing like this person may have access to their phone or may often like snoop through their things. I feel like this is most likely a romantic person in their life, but again, this would be someone that you already know about. So if this is your reading, then you're aware that this person has someone connected to them romantically that is very controlling. I'm hearing who wants all of their time and energy and almost like wants to keep them bound to them through their mind in a way, like through heavily like thinking about them or kind of like controlling their time or their energy. And yet I see this person like having noticed you, or like you somehow leaving an impression on this person, and whoever they're connected to romantically is very much picking up on that. It's almost like they can sense that this person is somehow, I'm hearing like looking at you, maybe even literally they feel like their person was like looking at you when all of you were together or something. Or this could be just metaphorically, they can tell that this person is very much focused on you or fixated on you. So I'm getting some sort of like a love triangle situation here potentially. The number 47 may be significant to someone. I'm getting door to spirit in the upright. Okay, yeah, the reason that this person noticed you is because the two of you have some kind of spiritual connection. There's some sort of spiritual energy between you. And so they sensed this familiarity. Like I'm hearing there was some kind of like soul bond or soul tie that was activated when they looked at you or when they were in your presence. And they also see you as someone who's a very spiritually deep person, someone who is much deeper than just the surface level, whereas the person that they're with very much lives life on the surface. I'm hearing something about money, so the person that they're with may actually want to be with them for money or for superficial things, or they themselves just may be very superficially focused. But this person is like, I heard the word secretly. Maybe a lot of this is secretive to them, like it's thoughts they keep to themselves or that they keep really secretive. But I'm also getting there may be some kind of like secret bond in a way that the two of you share that no one else is really fully privy to, except, of course, this person around them is aware that they're looking at you or that they're fixated on you in some way. But they don't seem to be aware of the bond that the two of you share. And it does feel very complicated here because, again, there seems to be some kind of like love triangle situation, but this person has been soul activated within that kind of love triangle, like within their current connection. What I'm actually getting is that prior to meeting you, they were thinking for a while about leaving this person that they're with who's very controlling. It's like they were thinking about walking away, or really their intuition was nudging them to walk away, but they were dragging their feet. And I feel like there was this fear of being alone, or a fear that they would never find anyone. And so part of the soul contract between the two of you is that you met this person at a time when they were already thinking of leaving this controlling person or situation that was making them unhappy. But connecting with you is actually giving them the courage to take that step, or it's meant to give them the courage to see beyond that current relationship or connection that is causing them so much pain. And so it's meant to motivate them to actually walk away. And I'm hearing that this often happens for you, where you will meet someone who's like right on the brink of making some kind of positive change for themselves, but they can't quite do it, or they get cold feet, or they're afraid. And you come in almost like this catalyst, like you are meant to push them or motivate them, not through anything you're saying or doing literally, but your presence is meant to spiritually push them or motivate them to do what they were going to do anyway, to do what their intuition was already telling them to do. But it's strange because, like, for some reason I'm getting the word homewrecker. Like, people may misjudge you in this situation as just like trying to break these people up, which isn't at all what you're trying to do. In fact, I feel you very hands off in this situation. I feel like you are letting this person make their own choice and make their own decisions, even though you can sense that there is this soul connection between the two of you. I feel like you're being very respectful of that pre-existing obligation or bond that this person has within this relationship, but you also have an understanding that the two of you do have this spiritual connection. But what I'm getting is people sometimes misjudge you because you are a catalyst, because you often are sent into people's lives when there's some kind of change that they need to make, that they're not making, that their intuition's trying to push them to make. And it's not always a breakup or something like that. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. This could be that you meet people who sometimes are like on the brink of realizing that they need to leave a job, or that they need to leave maybe a physical location, or they need to make a change in their lives. The problem that I'm getting is that very often after you meet someone and you are like this catalyst for them, you often get put into this kind of bizarre situation where sometimes the person still drags their feet. And this can be really emotionally painful for you, because you come in and activate them and they feel motivated to make that change that they wanted to make anyway, that their soul was pushing them to make. But if they continue to drag their feet and to not make that change, you, I'm feeling, very much will like take on the role of a sort of observer. You're not going to push or to force something, because you know your worth, you know your value. But I'm getting that you do often experience this emotionally painful dynamic where you know that you entered someone's life for the purpose of spiritually activating them and pushing them to make some kind of positive change. And when they don't make that change, of course, it can be painful for you to see that. It can be difficult to see someone that you have this spiritual connection with, that you were meant to serve this purpose for, continue to make the same unconscious choices. But I'm hearing that's their choice to make. And I actually really feel you're reaching this point on your own journey where you're learning how to let people make their own choices, how to be the observer, as we are saying here. I am hearing that it may help you to really lock in this energy of being more detached, but also holding space for transformation by typing in the comments, I am in my power as the observer but holding space for positive transformation. I am in my power as the observer, but holding space for positive transformation. Typing that in the comments will really help you to both ground yourself and stay detached, to not be overly attached to other people's choices or decisions, while at the same time magnetizing and calling others up to a higher level as well. And so I want to channel more into this situation here because I feel that you've experienced this so many times in your life, being this spiritual catalyst for others, which, by the way, if this is connecting for you, I also really recommend my brand new subliminal called Manifest Their Highest Self. This will be so powerful for you specifically because this subliminal is designed to do exactly what we just talked about, to help you stay centered and grounded in your own power, in your own energy, while at the same time having this effect on others where you catalyze them, where you call them up to a higher version of themselves and actually bring out the best in them and motivate or inspire them just through your energy to become this higher version of themselves that takes positive action in their life and takes positive action towards you as well. So this will help you bring out the very, very best in everyone that you connect with through shifting the energy that you emanate towards them. And this is a subliminal from my app, Sound and Soulful, and you can try it out completely free by creating a free trial account in the app. So the link to download is in the pinned comment and description box below. But I keep getting the Magician and the Mirror card here. So I feel that I'm hearing you remind people of their true other self in a way. We all have two selves in a sense. We have our physical human self that we often are trained to believe in certain ways through society, through our upbringing by our parents. And that version of ourselves is often what we refer to as our quote unquote personality. It's the person that we show to the world. But we all have an other self as well, our soul, that deeper part of ourself that is actually eternal, has lived many lifetimes, will live many more lifetimes. And I feel like you are activating this person's other self, the part of them that is their soul, that is beneath their personality, beneath all of those levels and layers. And I'm hearing perplexed, and I see someone trying to solve a puzzle. Maybe someone here does actual puzzles, but I'm hearing that it's like you are a puzzle that they cannot solve because something about you has them perplexed. They sense that you're touching this core part of them, you're activating this other self, as we're calling it here, but they can't quite get a handle on what they're feeling or why. So it's almost like their mind keeps kind of spiraling or spinning around this. And I'm getting that when they're with this partner or person that they're currently romantically involved with, who's very controlling, this person can sense that their energy and attention is very much distracted, that they're distracted because they're thinking about you. It's like they are trying to almost solve you, or like a puzzle, they're trying to solve this connection between you. I'm hearing, why is it affecting me so much? And for so long with the Patience card, they feel like they keep telling themselves they're going to shake off their feelings for you, but they just keep resurfacing. There's something about your connection that has a longevity to it, is what I'm getting here. The name Charles may be significant. With financial constraints, I'm also hearing that this person they're currently with, while they are controlling, somehow their financial situation is coming up here as being a form of a limiter or a restriction right now. And for some of them, this may be because they feel financially bound to this controlling person. They may have shared finances, or there would be a lot of financial issues if they were to try to separate from this person, or maybe they just don't feel financially secure within themselves. And so with the thinking man, it's like they've been telling themselves that logically, this doesn't make any sense. Leaving this person doesn't make sense. I'm hearing roommates, they might live with this person, but feel like roommates at this point. I also heard something about winter. And here we have the heart chakra. Yeah, so it's like their logic is fighting their heart, because logically they know it doesn't make sense to leave this person, as much as they feel emotionally unhappy, as much as this situation is very controlling. And it's almost like they've been intuitively nudged for a long time to walk away, but they still weren't going to do it until they met you. And now the problem is you've activated their heart. And so they were already thinking and feeling that they needed to leave, but talking themselves out of it because logically it didn't make sense. But then they met someone like you that is now activating their heart, like bringing their heart into the equation. And they're feeling such strong feelings for you that are overpowering this sense of logic. And again, that seems to be part of their soul contract that they have with you. You were meant to connect with them and to activate their heart in a way that would overpower their mind so that they could actually make the correct choice for themselves and to really manifest them aligning with the best and highest choice for themselves. You could also type in the comments section, they make the correct choice for themselves. And that will really lock in that energy and again, help you to stay healthily detached for the purpose of really protecting your own energy here as well. And if you want further assistance with that, again, you can get my Manifest Their Highest Self subliminal to potentially draw more positive action out of this person and situation and see more forward movement. And that comes from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, which is linked below. Subscribe if this connected for you. Leave me a comment if anything resonated that you'd like to share with me. And otherwise, I'm sending you huge amounts of love. Have a beautiful day, and I will connect with you in the next video.